viewers. Today on Chances Haven, we have a guest. We have Blessing 1G with us, and we are very excited to have her. Welcome to our platform, Blessing.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for accepting to do this particular episode with us. It's an episode that I think almost every parent can benefit from it. Today we are talking about nannies, we are talking about house help, we're talking about extended help in the house. In this season where most parents are busy, where both mothers and fathers go to work and they need someone to take care of the children. Blessing, we have seen cases where, especially some videos that have gone viral with nannies beating children. We have seen some who even do some things until the children die. We have seen cases of people who have traumatized the children and all of that. Blessing has been a nanny before, and that's why she's fit for this topic. So Blessing, when did you first know that you were going to be a nanny?
That was in 2009. In 2009, after I finished primary school, I was, at that time, I never knew what, in fact, I was just, at that tender age, I did not know anything. I did not know what my future holds for me. I was with my parents in the village, and at that time, I was also very anxious to leave the village because I had observed life in the village and it was not the best for me, and I needed a better place where I can, I needed a better place where I could be. So there was this day when my father called me and told me that I have to go to Douala, that there's someone there who needs a nanny, all those things. I did not understand the story, but I was excited.
You just knew you had to leave the village.
Yes, I was just excited that I will leave the village, that kind of a feeling.
Yes.
Yes. So the day came, I left the village.
Okay, so you didn't feel bad that you were leaving the village?
Not at all.
From my understanding, you're the last child of your mother. How many of you were there?
We were 9 of us.
Okay, you used to be 9 of you, and you're the 9th child in that family. And you were leaving the village, and you didn't feel bad because you were excited to leave the village because you knew that where you were going to would be better than living in the village. Oh, that's somebody with some determination. How your story is different, because I've heard other people say, oh, we cried, oh, I didn't feel like leaving my mother or my father or our home.
But I was the one. My mother felt bad, like, oh, my child is leaving. I was like, calm down, I will be fine.
Oh, wow, bless you. Okay, so now, when you finally got to the final home where you had to be that nanny in, was it in Douala or somewhere else?
Actually, it was not in Douala. We got to Bamenda, and I noticed that I had to spend some time there due to 1 or 2 issues.
Okay.
So we ended up not going to Douala at that time because the people in Douala had someone already. Okay. So they could not send me back to the village. I had to go back to meet the people who were in the village, in my village, pray at that time. So you could imagine the feeling when you are excited that you want to go to Douala, then you end up after 3 months in Bamenda, you are going back to the village. Yeah, but I held myself. I was like, although I'm going back to the village, I'm not still going back to my family. I'm going back to different people.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now when you got to your destination where you were going to, which is still part of your village, how was life in that house? What were the things you went through as an individual? I want you to talk so that the other nannies who are watching and other parents who have nannies in their homes who are watching, they would understand what nannies feel when they leave home and go somewhere else to take care of the children. When you got there, were you just okay? Did it feel like you were already in your house and everything was fine? How did it go?
When I went there, it took me some time to adjust.
Okay.
Yes, it was not easy.
Okay.
Because I went there. The mother of the house, she was presently pregnant, and she was about to put to birth.
Okay.
So it was a difficult situation for me because I have never
Taking
I
care
have
of
never
them.
taken care of a child. I was still,
Given that you're the last child, even so, you
Yes.
didn't have a younger sister.
yes.
Okay.
So it was not easy, but I had this determination in me and focus. I was like, this is where I am. I am here, and no, there's no going back. There's no going back.
Okay.
I stayed there.
Okay.
Then also there was, when I got to the family, I just have this love for the family, towards the family.
Okay.
Yes, I had this love towards the family. I was also waiting to receive the baby, and I was so excited.
When you were in that house, were there moments where you missed your mother? Were there moments where you missed home? And if so, how did you overcome those moments?
Yes, when I was in that house, there were moments where I missed home.
Okay.
I missed my mother, but due to the love that they showed me in that house, it
helped you.
Yes, it helped me to be
Okay.
to overcome.
Okay.
There were moments where I thought of my mother. I was like, I wish I could see you. I wish I can see you. All those things, but the love that they showed me, it makes me to easily forget.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you were nanny in that house, and you made me understand that you had other friends who were nannies too. You've had friends in all your life as a nanny. You've had friends who have been nannies in their own homes. When you people used to sit and talk, what are some of the things I want parents to learn, to get into your minds and learn something, a thing or two? Because not all nannies are bad and not all are good. So let us know. What are some of those things people used to talk about, and what is the advice you want to give to parents concerning the things that people used to talk about as nannies?
Well, first of all, I will say that if you have a nanny in your house who is not born again, I think you should lead her to Christ, because that was the first thing that my mom did to me. I call her my mom because she is my mom. Yes, she has done everything for me. She led me to Christ. She was the first person who held my hand and prayed for me. At that time, I knew nothing. Like, I was like, what is this woman doing? It is today that I understand. And if you remember my story, when I started, I said I left the village going to Douala. And at that point in time, when I left the Bamida, I was going back to the village. I was kind of disappointed. Yes. But today I asked myself that if I had gone to that Douala today, would I have known Christ? I wouldn't know. So when you live, what helped me, when they prayed for me, I became born again. Although at that age, I knew nothing about. Yes, I didn't understand much. But only that it helped me, because every day she will remind me, she will help me to read the Bible, she will help me understand scriptures. Yes. So that was what helped me, and that gave me determination that this place where I am, this is my place. I will stay here. So I never had times really to, I never really had time to like talk with friends. I had few friends. Yes, few friends. But if you come to me and you want to give me some kind of advice, I prefer to go my way. Advice that I know that will disturb me where I am, because I was focused. I knew that if I go back, no one will help me. So I have just few friends, and if you look around today, I don't have them again. Yes, I don't have them again.
All right. You talked about being excited to receive a new baby that was coming into that home. Now, when this baby came, because you made us understand that you came when the woman was pregnant. So when this baby came, normally attention will be given to the baby and not you completely. How did you feel?
When the baby came, it was a good excitement.
All right.
On the 18th of December 2009, that was the day.
Wow, you remember?
I remember wearing a Father Christmas cap to the hospital. I was so excited.
Okay.
Yes, I was so excited. That did not mean much to me.
Okay.
The fact that the baby is around. Yes, I was ready for it.
All right.
Yes, only the fact that the baby was around. Yes, there were people coming to visit the baby. All that, I was happy. Yeah, at that time I did not expect much.
Dear parents, there is something Blessing has just told us here. When she went to that house, the first thing was that the mother of that house received her with all her heart. The mother of that house showed her God, the way of Christ, led her to Christ. And she said from time to time, the mother will hold her hand and pray with her, even if she didn't understand completely. If you have received a nanny in your house, some of them come when they don't know anything. She didn't know anything. She didn't have any younger sister where she would have learned from. She didn't take care of any child in the village before going to the other village. So she came there, and that is where she learned. She learned on the job. There are some of them that we just need to be patient with, and we need to pray for them. We need to make them know that we see them as our own child. Maybe that nanny in your house just needs that kind of acceptance, because the fact that they have left home, the fact that they have left their comfort zone to your home, it's already traumatizing enough to some of them. There are just few of them who will be excited that they have left home. And then when they get there, if you make them really love home, love where they are, they will not want to go outside to look for something. Because sometimes they go out because you're not giving them enough attention in the house. Attention is not that you bought clothes for them, right?
Very true.
So what would you put as attention? What would you put as that thing that put that love in you for that family that a parent can learn from?
Yes. Most of the time, I remember she would put me down. She would ask me, "Are you okay?" She would ask me a lot of questions that I could not even imagine, and that really helped me. Yes. So don't just leave. Don't just say, "Okay, because she is here to take care of the baby." You get up every morning, you go to work, you come back at night. You don't even bother. She's also going through some things that disturbs her. So when you sit out like that, only 5 minutes of your time showing concern to her can be like 5 years that she will also take care of your baby, and also make sure that she's in good condition.
Okay.
As you leave the baby with her every day, because when she's affected, your baby can also be affected.
That's right.
Your baby can be affected.
Okay.
Yes.
So when she's affected, your baby can be affected. So we don't want a situation where we are leaving a nanny who is disgruntled in the house with our children, and the consequences we don't want to talk about. So dear parents, please take good care of your nannies. Take care of your nannies. Please.
Take care of them.
If you have a troublesome nanny in the house, what will you do now? You have been a nanny before. Now, because there are some parents who are good, they are nice. They are trying their best to be nice to these nannies, but the nannies too, they are not easy. They call those ones necessary evil.
Yes. Prayer is the key, parents.
Okay.
Yes, prayer is the key. There's no one who is perfect. Yes, but despite the fact that we leave our children every day for people we don't know, you need to first of all pray. Commit your children in God's hands.
Okay.
Because there are some nannies that no matter what you do, they will never appreciate you. Okay. They are there. It's like they are there
they're on mission.
On mission.
Evil mission.
Yes, evil mission. So commit your children into God's hands, and also be observant.
Okay.
Be very observant.
Okay.
Yes. Do your part. God sees the heart. He knows your heart. And when you do your part, God is going to do his part by watching over you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Blessing, for this. It is wonderful learning from a nanny, hearing a nanny talk to parents. So some parents are really tired of this nanny issue. Some parents don't even know what else to do, and they really need the nanny. So to know that there was one nanny out there who was a good nanny, who's been a good nanny and at least loved the children that she was given, it means there is still hope out there. Please, parents, taking care of these nannies is not buying clothes for them, because I know we'll say, I bought clothes for you when you came. How were you? You were very skinny, you were thin. I have fed you, I have made you, and all of that. I made you who you are. And we tend to talk about this to these nannies. The greatest wealth, the greatest care you can give to these nannies is attention. Pay attention to your nannies. Listen to them. Try to hear what they are not saying. Some of them are so scared to talk to you. Some of them are inside their shell. They will not even say anything. Some of them, they look crazy, but they're not really crazy. They're just calling for attention in a certain way. So you may want to sit back and put your mind on it. And you don't have a ready-made nanny that will come to your house. It's rare to find those kind of people. So don't compare your nanny with another person's nanny. That person may have taken that nanny from nothing, and they have grown together, and the person is looking good now. And you think that's how it started. No, you need patience with these nannies as well. So, dear parents, today is parenting and nannies. We need to parent these nannies. Take them as your own children. Take them as your children and you will not regret it at all. What is some advice, because some nannies are watching? What will you tell some nannies there who are watching?
My advice to some nannies who are watching is you should know why you're there. You're not just there to take care of the baby. You're not just there to assist in the family. There is more to it. Why are you there? You should be focused. You should have a purpose. Yes. One thing that helped me to succeed was because I told myself that I will never leave this place the way I came. Yes, I will stick here. So there are days that things will not go the way you want to. It's very normal. But you should have, if you have your goal, if you have your focus, that will not disturb you. Do not listen to bad advice. Some of your friends can really influence you negatively. If you have a friend who wants to remove you from that family, who wants to say something that you think twice, you start behaving anyhow, and I think that friend, you should stay away. You should know why you're there. You should know why. I look around and say, if where you came from, if they could help you, will you be there at that time? So you need to grab the opportunity, because they will also help you. Stay there and see what they will do.
Today, Blessing is married. Blessing is a mother.
Yes. Oh.
Blessing is a woman in her own home now. And Blessing even has somebody taking care of her own baby too. So Blessing, what are some of the advantages you've had in your home as a wife and a mother because you were a nanny?
That has really helped me. 3 years in marriage is due to the experience I had.
Okay.
Yes, while taking care of the kids. When I got married, we stayed, even when I put to bed, we do not have a nanny. We have no assistants.
Yeah.
Yes. For 2 years, I was the one carrying my daughter. If to the market, I carry. If it is I carry to school, I carry. Yes. But I was used to that. The training was no longer new to me. Yes. So it's a good experience. It really helped me because it makes me to be ready for anything. Yes. It makes me to be ready for anything, and also to know how I am treating the girl in my home.
Okay.
Yes. It makes me to also.
You understand her
Yes,
whenever,
I understand her, yes.
Because you've been there, you've worn the shoes before. Okay, Blessing, let me ask you this tricky one. Were there ever moments in your home where you had problems with the people in your home? If yes, how did you as a nanny solve those moments so that a nanny can learn and so that a parent can learn from there?
Well, I would say homes are different. We have different homes. And I would say what helped me, my mother was good and she is still good. Yes. She helped me like this. There are moments where, in fact, it's like, there are moments where I felt like I should just like run outside the gate. Yes, that is it. And maybe that moment I even feel like I run outside the gate. I'm very wrong. I'm very wrong. Yes. So she took me like her own. She helped me like this. When I think of her today, I always say thank you, because if it was another woman, I'm not sure that she would have kept me this long. Yes, despite the fact that I tried my own small.
Dear parents, dear guardians, dear viewers, if you have a nanny, it is normal. You will have friction. You will have problems. There is this saying that when two axes are put in the same basket, they must necessarily knock against each other. That is a normal thing that can happen in homes. Conflict would arise. But as a parent, always ask yourself, if this person were my own child, my biological child, how will I react to this situation? Because sometimes you say, because it's not your biological child, you don't want issues, you don't want anybody to talk to you, you don't shout at the person, you don't correct the person, you don't discipline the person, you just let the person be and go bad in your home, under your watch. It's not supposed to happen that way. That way your own child, how will you discipline your child? The same way you will discipline your child, put the same discipline on that nanny, because you're helping the person's future. And look at Blessing today. Blessing is a mother, Blessing is a wife, and Blessing is a blessing to her generation. So dear parents, dear guardians, please hold your nannies well, because Blessing is now the big sister to all the children that she raised. Your nannies can be big sisters to the children that you're raising. So hold them well, but be very observant. The moment you smell anything, any dead rat, please take action immediately. Don't go out and cry outside. Sit in your house and take the action there and then you can move on from there. Thank you so much. Blessing, what's the last word you can give out there to parents who have nannies in their house or who are planning to get nannies into their homes?
I would say prayer. Pray that God should direct you. I remember when I came that same day, when my mom put me down, she told me that she has been praying to have me for a very long time. You cannot just get up one morning and you expect to have a good nanny. Put it in prayer. Yes. Because I believe that it's a prayer. I left the village that I was going to Douala and I ended up in her house. And she had been praying to have me for a very long time. Pray. If you want to have a nanny or the nanny in your, put them in prayer. If she is doing something that you don't want it, pray, advise her, and I think you are going to see a change.
Prayer, prayer, prayer. We go back to God because He has the hearts of those nannies in His hands and He will direct them right. And my prayer for you parents is that God will bless you with wonderful nannies. My prayer for you also is that the nanny in your house, if the nanny is giving you some headache, God will give you wisdom to be able to handle the nanny correctly. And God will give you wisdom to be able to know, to smell danger when it's coming so that you don't get things spoiled before time. It's true that even though they are bad nannies, God can help you land only on the good ones. And that's our prayer for you today from Shantia's Haven. Thank you for watching Shantia's Haven. Thank you for being our guest today on Shantia's Haven Blessing. Remember to always leave it better than you met it. See you some other time on Shantia's Haven. Bye-bye.